Hello, my name is Ashley Baker. I'm a graduate student at the University of Oregon studying costume design, and today I'm going to be talking about actually putting the plaster into the mold so that you can make your negative mold. So as you can see, I've already set up my walls here for my prosthetic piece. They're much higher than what I need, however, I'm okay with that. I'd rather have them be much higher than have to continuously build on what I need. So the next step after this, now that I've built these walls and I've Vaselined the inside parts that aren't my sculpted pieces, I'm going to put this aside and I'm going to start mixing my plaster. So I have my water here already in my mixing bowl, and now what I'm going to do is take my plaster of Paris here and start adding it into the water. And what you want is for the plaster to just barely reach the top of the water bowl here. If it goes over, it'll be too thick of a mixture for what you're trying to do. If you don't quite get it up to the top, it'll be too thin. And we want something that's fairly creamy, but not terribly thick. And you don't want to mix it in yet. You want it all to settle into the water first. I think one more spoonful should be enough for me. Actually, I'm going to add one more. And then normally you would use a spatula for this. I don't have one here, so I'm just going to be using a spoon instead. So I don't want to mix it quite yet because it's not all fully absorbed, and I think I want a little bit more powder in there. And the reason why I use plaster of Paris for this is because it's actually the cheapest kind of plaster that you can get, and it's fairly easy to use. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I'm going to start mixing it now. And I don't want to listen to this song. You want something that's kind of thick, but fairly creamy still. So I think this is still just a tad bit too creamy. That's better. And you want to make sure that you're not mixing this too prematurely, or else it'll get really lumpy on you. So now that I have this going for me, that's really nice there towards the bottom. I'm gonna go back to my prosthetic here, and I cleaned this off previously, and I'm going to start just lightly tapping on this. This is still too creamy, wow. I'm just adding more powder to the mixture here. So the next step that I'm prepping to do here is to get the base layer on top of these sculpted pieces. And I want to paint it on first to make sure that I don't get any bubbles. Okay, that's better. And I don't want to like paint it on like I'm painting on a canvas, rather I just kind of want to tap it on a little bit. And the reason why is because I don't want to leave any brush strokes on this, and I also don't want to accidentally ruin the texture that I've created on this original sculpt. And you can see as it's getting thicker, it's easier to get it to stick. I'm still just gently tapping on here. Now I can actually feel my plaster is getting too thick. So I'm just going to loosen that up a bit. Plaster is a really tricky game to work with, not gonna lie. There we go. I got that first one all covered up there. Now I'm going to move on to the other one. Whoop. This stuff is setting way faster than what I expected it to. Ooh, it's turning into a real fun mess over here, not gonna lie. super important when you do this, and obviously I am going a little bit too slow for this. So I'm just trying to reactivate this plaster a little bit so I can keep it from getting too thick on me and I can still get it in there. Oh, I don't think this is gonna work. Okay. I'm gonna continue painting on what I can here. And then I'm going to redo this plaster here and finish off this mold. Okay, we're going to try this again.